as you go up, you plateau, you circulate it, and then you can continue to go up, plateau, circulate it. Instead of being that guy that gets to that plateau and then ejaculates and goes down, loses all the energy, if you can ride that up and you can repeat this process 3, 4, 5 times, you're then going to be up here. And then when you do decide to go over the edge, you may only come back down to, say, halfway. You're still going to be up higher energetically than you were in the beginning. You're going to be a lot more satisfied. You're going to have a lot more energy, and you're going to prevent yourself from having that crash. What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to give you a technique by Mantak Chia where you're going to gain complete control over your masculine energy. This is going to help you to completely tame your testicles so that you're the one in control. You have the complete power in the bedroom to last as long or as short of time as you want. This gives you the power, the control to guide and direct this energy. You can use this energy in a creative way where you transmute this and put it into creative endeavors, or you can literally use this energy to create life. So it's very creative energy. You can actually transmute this and use this if you can control it. And I'm going to teach you today how to control this energy. And this is going to set you so far aside from all of the other guys out there who cannot control themselves. And they essentially can't last more than 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time. And they end up with this premature ejaculation. Instead of being that guy who ends up foggy-headed, low energy, drained, and a weak guy who can't lead his woman, instead, using this technique by Mantak Chia will help you to be the leader, be in control, and be in complete power and stay grounded with your masculine energy. This technique is by the Taoist tradition, and this is where you're going to circulate qi or jing energy throughout the body. And it's during intercourse, during the bedroom activities that you can find this energy cultivating. And if we don't circulate that energy, it ends up just coming out the front. Using the technique that I'm going to share with you, you can circulate this energy very intentionally, and you can ride this energy up, get close to the edge, stay at this plateau, and then continue to ride that energy up so that you can continually climb this step ladder where you're cultivating this energy without actually going over the edge. Using this technique by Mantak Chia, the big draw, you can get up to that plateau, circulate it, and then continue to elevate up to the next level. And you can do this again and again, repeatedly, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and continually build and cultivate this energy. At the end, whenever you decide that is, whether it's 30 minutes or 30 hours, 30 days, whatever it is, you can then intentionally decide that you're going to go over the edge, and then your baseline energy is going to be higher. That's a little more than what we're going to get into today. Today, I just want to give you this technique. The big draw is essentially circulating this jing or qi energy. In the yogic traditions, such as Tantra, they call it prana, and they use techniques such as Mula Bandha. I forget the name. You mentioned this in the comments, bringing up Mula Bandha, and there was some discussion going on there in one of the previous videos that in the yogic tradition and Tantra, there is a practice where we're circulating prana energy, and it's very similar to this practice of the Taoist traditions of the Jing, of the Qi energy, but it's just a different tradition. Very interesting how these things are both very overlapped, and it's all back to this concept of circulating the life force energy and being able to transmute this energy. So how do we do this technique? Think of it as there's 3 components to this. First, we have the breathing, where you're inhaling, you're exhaling, and finding a rhythm with your breath. And then as you find yourself close to that edge, using your breathing, you're going to then Kegel when you inhale. And as you Kegel and you inhale, you're going to then pull up on the pelvic floor, and you're going to visualize that energy coming up from your pelvis, up the back, and up your spine. And it's this breathing in, this Kegel, and this visualization of this energy circulating up. And then as you exhale, you're going to relax your pelvic floor. exhale, and you're going to continue this rhythm. And you can find yourself in a rhythm with your woman where you're going through this, inhaling, kegling, exhaling, relaxing. Over time, you're going to find yourself plateau, and then you're going to be able to cultivate that energy up again, get closer to the edge again. As you get closer to the edge, use the breathing, use the big draw technique that Mantak Chia teaches, where you're kegling, you're breathing in, pulling that energy up the spine, circulating that through the body. You ride it out through that kegel and you elevate yourself, then up again. And you can continue this process of getting close to the edge, using the big draw technique, kegel, inhale, circulate, move it up, and you continually do this. This is the simplest way that you can gain a grasp over this energy and circulate this. It's very simple. Using your breathing, inhale, exhale, using your kegel, squeeze, relax, using the visualization of this energy, pulling this up. Doing this repeatedly is going to help you to go up as high as you want with this. Instead of being that guy that gets to that plateau and then ejaculates and goes down, loses all the energy, if you can ride that up and you can repeat this process 3, 4, 5 times, you're then going to be up here. And then when you do decide to go over the edge, you may only come back down to, say, halfway. So at the end of the day, you're still going to be up higher energetically than you were in the beginning, because you repeated this process and you cultivated this energy. You tapped into your testicles, you circulated this energy, you used your breathing, you got grounded, and you're with your woman. And all through this process, you're taking care of your woman. You're going to be a lot more satisfied. You're going to have a lot more energy, and you're going to prevent yourself from having that crash. You prevent yourself from going over the edge and then having this whole climax cascade of prolactin release, of this refractory period, and then being fatigued, lethargic, and having to go through this whole process of waiting until you can engage in these activities again. Where if you use this technique, you can continually build this up and prevent that whole refractory prolactin wind down process. And I get it, not everybody has a very high libido. You all have different times, different frequencies of how often you're engaging in these activities. But I will say that for somebody like me that has high levels of testosterone, high levels of libido, I don't want to have a period of time where I am out of control and I am not able to perform how I would like to perform. Using a technique like this allows you to take control over yourself and to become grounded and to gain a grasp on your masculine energy, to understand yourself better, because women are attracted to men who are confident, who are grounded, that have control, that have poise, where they can maintain groundedness over themselves. If you're the type of guy that seems erratic, seems chaotic, and is just spraying energy all over the place and just very uncontrolled, that's not going to be attractive to women. She's not going to feel safe. She's not going to feel protected. And ultimately, she's going to have a very hard time hitting climax, because you're not the type of guy who is the unmovable mountain, as David Deida in The Way of the Superior Man would say it. Women like a man who is confident, grounded, stable, the unmovable mountain. If she's emotional, if she's erratic, you need to be the mountain that weathers the storm. And being that type of guy, you get to be a guy that has control over his energy, his presence, where he can stay present in difficult times, difficult situations. Part of that is understanding how to breathe into your balls, stay grounded, and that's what this all comes back to, right? Is your ability to breathe, maintain groundedness over your energy control. This is going to help you to not only be in your own power and to become the best version of yourself, but this is going to also help you to dominate the bedroom, to be very successful with women, and to unlock another level of satisfaction, pleasure, fun, and depth within your relationships. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, guys. Leave me a comment in the link in the description below. You'll find the free testosterone optimization course, how to apply for coaching with me, and keep on the lookout for the men's powerful pelvic floor program coming out very soon.